When are you going to play Witcher 3? I'm gonna harp.
I
Harp.
will let you know when we get to the video game section. I will let you know.
Oh, because of the remaster.
God dang. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Damn it.
You need to learn how to foreshadow better.
Too much coffee, man. Too much coffee.
Yeah, you're shaking. You're shaking. There's smoke coming out of his seat. That's how, because he's just, he's fueled by coffee. He's got an IV drip of coffee.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all OGGR now.
Gamers and geeks, welcome to OGGR.
Oh, guys, Geekly review.
This one goes up to 11.
Oh, man.
Episode 11.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what you were referring to there for a second.
Not only will it be episode 11, we're going to be dialed up to 11 as well. I've had way too much coffee this morning, so let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. How's your week been treating you?
Good. I slept horribly last night because I get a message from FedEx that our Cool Stuff Incorporated order had arrived.
Yeah.
And I go out to the porch. It's not there.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh man, this sucks.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I was really looking forward to all the figures. It was like $100 order of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I kept thinking about it all night. Couldn't get it out of my head. Like, where is it at? Did they just not deliver it? Is it on somebody else's porch? You know, all that stuff that goes on when you can't find your package. Turns out that instead of making the extra effort to put it on the porch, they put it at the end of the driveway. Or maybe they delivered it to the wrong address and my neighbor brought it over to my driveway. I don't want to blame FedEx if it wasn't them, and they made a mistake somewhere regardless. But and then it rained. So the box was wet, which doesn't happen around here very often.
Yeah.
We need more rain, so don't stop raining. Keep raining. But yeah, so I didn't sleep well because I was thinking of all that stuff. But we've had so much geeky stuff. I can't complain. We've had a ton of geeky stuff this week.
Yeah.
Strap yourselves in, gamers and geeks, because we've been busy.
Yeah, it's been a busy week for geeky stuff. And it's not over yet.
No, Tokyo Game Show comes up next week, so even more stuff.
Doesn't it start Thursday? Like tomorrow?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, next week's episode will be.
Oh, yeah. Man. Yeah, there's no shortage. We're actually getting pretty spoiled in the geek world, so we're gonna cherry pick what we think is the best stuff.
Yeah, we do miss a lot of stuff on purpose, but I think this week we're gonna have to do even more of that, just so it's not a 3-hour episode. Which some people out there are going to be like, hit me with a 3-hour episode. But yeah, no.
Yeah, they got. I mean, I used to listen to the Giant Bombcast around E3 time, and they do like a 3-hour episode every day.
Oh wow!
Every day of E3, and it was tedious listening to it. Man.
And we do not want to be tedious.
Yeah, it was somewhat of a chore. Sometimes it was. Sometimes it was pretty entertaining. But without further ado, should we hit it? Should we hit it with the movies?
Movies.
All right, what are you watching?
I actually only watched, and I'm just going to gloss over this and just say that I finally watched The Lost City, the Sandra Bullock, Brad Pitt.
Channing Tatum.
Yeah, and okay.
Yeah.
Moving on.
All right. I watched Pinocchio, the live-action one with Tom Hanks.
It's not getting good reviews. What were your thoughts?
I didn't mind it.
Okay.
Like, it was slightly less terrifying as the animated one when I was a child. Because the Donkey Island, whatever. I can't remember where they turn into
some
donkeys.
Of the Disney stuff got dark.
Yeah, that
scarred you for life.
Yeah, that and the Dumbo circus scene.
Yeah,
that was nightmare fuel when I was a kid. But yeah, not too bad. Also watched Black Phone,
which I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay, so that's a horror movie with Ethan Hawke.
Oh, okay.
And it looks slightly low budget. I don't know the budget for the movie or anything like that, but basically it takes place in like minimal settings, like maybe 3-4 different settings in the whole entire movie. I don't know, but really well done. It was different for a horror movie, and I actually really liked it. Ethan Hawke.
That's probably why I've not heard about it, because horror movies are not my thing. So, but yeah.
Then I watched Morbius.
Oh, you watched the Morbius. You had some Morbin time. Did you?
Finally I watched Morbius. I hope they bring Jared Leto into Blade. I hope he also the Dragon Balls and stuff, so they can keep wishing him back to life, so Blade can just kill him over and over again. I think that'd probably be
redemption.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Those are all the movies that I've watched. So, should we move on to the news? Sorry, we're kind of rushing. We got so much stuff.
We're gonna slow down. We're gonna
Okay.
slow down a bit. We're gonna make good stuff, good choices. But as far as the box office this weekend, it was another slow weekend. The top movie was a horror movie, Barbarian.
Yeah.
Which I didn't mention last week, probably because it's a horror movie and they're not on my radar. But Bramastra was number 2, and it was the one we talked about, and it made more money per theater that it was in than Barbarian. So those were the top 2 for the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Coming up this weekend, the most notable one I think is the Warrior Woman. Basically an African queen fighting a war.
I don't even think I've heard of this.
Yeah, we're down to a lot that haven't been publicized. So, but it looks decent. So if you're looking for something new, that would be the one to pick up this weekend is go see The Warrior Woman.
All right. You got any other news?
Well, do you want to hit everybody with the Disney movie news? What we saw at D3?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's jump into that. So tell me, did you have a movie that they talked about that you really liked a lot?
Oh God.
Well, here's what they mentioned. They mentioned Fantastic Four release date.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's November 8th, 2024. We got news that Christian Slater is going to be in Willow.
Yeah, that kind of makes me happy. But Willow's TV.
Oh yeah, it is. My mistake.
That's all right.
And
checks and balances.
Hocus Pocus 2 is coming out.
You know what? I saw a movie poster, and I don't know if it's a legit movie poster. I didn't really look into it, but one of the witches, they have, how they have the nasty or the night sky in the background, and then they got all the silhouettes of the witches flying around on their brooms. Well, one of them's got Roombas tied to their feet, like they're rollerblading on them or something. Yeah. So I'm actually really excited for that. And the trailer was pretty good.
Yeah, we have a close affection with the original Hocus Pocus, so we'll be watching it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know who doesn't like that movie.
It's just a fun flick.
Yeah.
So I was happy they brought back the zombie, whoever, I forget who his name was, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I didn't do a good job on my notes for.
Well, you weren't in the Hocus Pocus deep dive?
Yeah, I guess it didn't really do too much.
Well, we know it's coming out. It's going to be fun. So, yeah, that's all we need to say about that. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
And that's all I have for movies.
All right. Well, let's see here. We got Avatar 4 has officially started production.
Avatar re-release September 23rd, like two weeks from now.
Okay. Dang, that's pretty.
Yeah, and it's going to be limited for 2 weeks in the theaters. So it'll be curious to see how that does. Not a whole lot of competition out there, so it might be number 1 in the theaters again.
Yeah, probably, and get more of its top number 1, or add to the record of its revenue that it's brought in.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm alone in this, but how do you feel Avatar is going to be received? The new movie.
I mean, it looks beautiful. I feel like it'll bring a lot of people back into it. Like I'm kind of getting hyped for it again.
I am a little bit, but I think it's the reason that I watched the first one is not because of the plot or the actors or anything. It was because of the technical, spectacle. The computer graphics were advanced, and I was curious to see that. But like the plot, the actors didn't really do much for me. So
I figured, with the way capitalism is and stuff like that, we would totally go to somebody else's planet. And
absolutely, yeah.
So it just felt.
We would rape and pillage and all that stuff.
Yeah. So
rape the land and pillage the people.
Mm-hmm. That's a quote from another movie I watched last night.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. Three Amigos. Prune the hedges. We got Kevin Smith. He confirms that he's working on a sequel to Tusk. Have you ever seen Tusk?
Gosh, have I? Hum a few bars of it for me.
Oh my god. Okay, so basically,
what is it?
Two guys are doing a podcast,
Okay.
and it's called the Not See Party.
Oh,
so NOTSEE.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so they hunt down this guy that has a story. I don't really remember too much of it. All I remember is Justin Long slowly gets transformed into a walrus.
Okay.
And it is fucking terrifying.
I
Like,
bet.
my son hates that movie. Drake loves horror movies, but he
Okay,
says
that's the name Tusk.
Yeah.
Okay, now I get it.
Okay, so there's gonna be a sequel to that.
Interesting.
Ugh. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm still probably gonna watch it. But, oh my god,
I have not seen that. I missed that Kevin Smith movie. When you say Tusk, I think of Fleetwood Mac album.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Harrison Ford says Indiana Jones 5 is gonna be his last.
Yeah, he had a very emotional kind of response to the D3 panel.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
Yeah. We got the first look at. I gotta go into this a little bit. First look at the Little Mermaid. Didn't take long for people to give their opinions. 2 days, and it got over 1.5 million dislikes on YouTube.
And the movie's not even out.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the movie's not out, so you can't talk about how the quality. All you can talk about is the fact that she's black.
Yeah.
That's the only reaction you can have.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel like you can do it better, by all means, write your script.
Yeah.
So, and start pitching it. Keep it on the lines with shitty opinions. Brie Larson was asked how long she wants to play Captain Marvel. And her response was along the lines of, do people even want me to play her anymore?
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah. So she's getting some nasty feedback and stuff. Well, everybody's a critic nowadays.
Yeah, and not a good one.
Yeah, don't forget, everybody has their flaws, including you, including me, including, oh God, I was going to say the Queen of England.
oh, dude, too soon.
Oh, yeah,
too soon.
It's just force of habit,
Yeah. I mean, she's been a staple in all of our lives for her entirety, so yeah. I get it. You pulled yourself back from the edge there.
I did, but then I went ahead and said what I was going to say.
That was for the audience.
Yeah, that was for the audience. That's all I got for movies.
All right. Well, okay. Let's. We got a lot of TV stuff to talk about.
Yep. Moving on.
Television.
Let's start with a good one. She-Hulk episode 4.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I laughed so hard. I think Wongers and Madison are like the highlight of my life right now.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved. I loved Madison's character, and I loved what she did for Wong.
Mm-hmm.
Wong had more character development in that episode than he's had in his other 5-6 years in the MCU. Mm-hmm. And I loved it. I was there for every moment of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. And I love what did I put? Like calling out all the haters. I don't even remember when they did that.
They've been addressing that kind of stuff for a while, but yeah, I could watch 6 seasons of Wong and Madison in there, him trying to save her soul from the stupid stuff she does, making a contract with the demon and all that stuff. So yeah, I could watch that all the time.
Yeah, I also got to say that I'm actually kind of jealous of the guy that She-Hulk carried off to the bedroom.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
the most unrealistic part of that whole episode was him leaving in the morning.
Yeah. No, I'd be staying for cuddles. What are you talking about? I watched Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
Better de-aging scene than I've seen in a while. Quite a while, actually. They de-aged Johnny Lawrence at part of it, and it just looked like really legit. What was that?
Oh, that was Alexa listening to everything we say. Alexa, thank you. We don't need you.
Oh, yeah. You aren't special. You don't get to hear this before everybody else.
What she does.
Oh, she does. Also, there was a very nail-biting ending to the finale. which worked out good. But oh my god, man, that was it was probably the most nail bitey I've part in the whole damn show.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's see, Rick and Morty. Did you
I
watch it?
didn't watch it this week. No.
Well, it's all about Die Hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they brought back Roy, A Life Well Lived, that game. So basically, the whole synopsis of the episode is that the game, I think, shuts down while Morty's plugged into it. So when it reboots, it like fragments his mind and makes him every single NPC in the game. Really good. And all the while, Rick's in there trying to save him. Summer's doing a Die Hard from terrorists that took over the arcade.
Yeah, they've really turned Summer into a badass. It's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it was another great episode of Rick and Morty. So far, it seems like it's doing a pretty good job of turning this season around from the few episodes that they had last season. But we're only 2 episodes into season. What is it, 6?
6.
Man,
6.
Man, we're moving right along.
Yeah. Did watch Rings of Power, but I don't really have anything new to add to it.
Yeah, I missed it. I missed that for now.
Well, moving on.
Okay. You got anything else you watched? Or you want to move into news?
Yeah, well, we still have TV stuff to talk about.
Yeah, TV news.
Yeah, TV news. So a lot of TV stuff presented at D23
or D3, D3, Mighty Ducks.
Another Disney property. Disney owns everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your favorite announcement?
Oh god, dude, I ain't even seen the 2nd season of the show, but I'm super excited for the 3rd season, Mandalorian.
Oh yeah. I can't believe you haven't seen the 2nd season.
Yeah, I need to. Well, you got
so much stuff.
Yeah.
I get you.
Werewolf by Night. I put all my movies in this category apparently. Werewolf by Night was the movie that I was looking forward to. I just like the black and white look of it and everything. So, let's see, Mandalorian, Andor looked good. Secret Wars looked amazing.
And speaking of season 2s, Andor has already been greenlit for season 2.
Oh my god!
So it's already in post-production, pre-production, whatever.
Wow, must be good. Must be. Hopefully, it will be.
Honestly, the trailer for Andor has me more excited for a Star Wars thing, except for Mandalorian, than I've been in a long time.
Yeah,
so it looks really good.
Yeah, I'd have to say out of everything that I've seen, Secret Wars. Probably the one I'm looking forward to because I
movie-wise, Secret Wars. Or are you talking about?
Isn't Secret Wars the
Secret Invasion?
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Yep, that was probably it. Sorry, it's been a week.
So it has. So I was looking through all the Marvel's TV stuff, and they've pretty much got 2 storylines. They've got the Secret Invasion storyline.
Right.
And I was trying to piece together all the movies and stuff that are going to be part of it, which I think Thunderbolts is going to be part of it, Armor Wars. So there's the Secret Invasion storyline.
Right.
And I've got a theory about that one. And the Thunderbolt roster is out.
Yeah.
So I was really shocked by the Thunderbolt roster because I did not expect half of those people to be on there.
Really?
And there were some that I thought would be on there that weren't.
Yeah.
And so I was so excited to see Red Guardian on the because I didn't expect him to be back.
Yeah, I didn't really either.
And I think he's going to make a great foil for Bucky. Can you see him and Bucky
oh my god
together? So Winter Soldier's on the team too.
Yeah.
And him and Bucky are going to oh god, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, it'll
be
pretty good.
I didn't expect to see Ghost, even though I'm happy that they're bringing characters back and finding places for them.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last week.
Exactly. So I'm really happy to see that. And what was the other?
Abomination.
Not on it. Abomination's not on Thunderbolts.
He wasn't?
No.
I thought I saw him.
No, he was not on the new listing.
Let's see. I'm going to look up the image.
Yeah.
All right. Well, oh, God, he's not. Okay, so we've got Madam Viper. Is that her name?
We've got the Val, Valentina Cortesa, whatever.
Oh, Taskmaster.
That was the other one I was trying to think of. Taskmaster's
Captain
making.
America, which I had no idea was Wyatt Russell. I did
Right,
U.S.
US
agent.
agent.
Yeah, I did. I
US
had no
agent.
idea that was Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's son.
Yeah.
And now that now I can totally see it.
Oh yeah.
Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Red Guardian, Ghost.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's a very street level team.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure because it's street level, it's going to be tied in with Secret Invasion, not Kang, because Kang's the other storyline that's going to be going on. So we've got Ant-Man dealing with Kang.
I mean, it looks like a team that can get shit done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I feel like they're going to be doing more Secret Invasion type stuff. And my prediction could be totally wrong, but my prediction is Nick Fury's a Skrull. Most of the old guard, like Hawkeye, is a Skrull.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the government has been taken over by Skrulls.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Thunderbolt is the only non-Skrull team that's still kind of out there that can save the day.
Damn.
Which makes them, because in the comics, they're not the good guys, but they're necessary.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think Secret Invasion is going to lead up to. And I think this is going to be the end of Samuel L. Jackson's role.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that's that's my prediction.
It did kind of have like some dark tones to the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. So I could be completely wrong.
God, I hope you are.
Yeah, I know.
Because he just put out a statement that he said he'd play Nick Fury forever.
Just because he would doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Oh, I know, but why you got to do that to me, man?
Oh yeah. So that's my prediction.
Yeah.
But like I said, it could be so wrong. So
in this case, I hope you are wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like you could be right though, and that makes me sad.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of how I feel like it's going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the removal of any of the old guard.
Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Damn.
Yeah. I know. I hate to even theorize it, but it would explain why he's on the ship.
Yeah.
He was practicing to be Nick Fury.
Yeah, that I mean, it makes sense.
He's on the spaceship away from Earth with a bunch of Skrulls.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's Nick Fury.
Yeah,
he could have been a Skrull.
That's true. That's true. Damn.
Hitting some hard stuff here.
Yeah,
hard stuff. Oh man. So I'm looking forward to seeing where Secret Invasion is going.
Mm-hmm.
And Daredevil is back, so that's going to be great too.
Yeah. For She-Hulk.
Oh yeah, next episode we should get Daredevil and She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
He should make his appearance.
Yeah.
But the TV show, they announced his TV series.
Oh, finally. Oh yeah. They brought him and D'Onofrio on stage. Yeah. Yeah, which oh my god, dude, I can't wait for that.
Oh,
that whole. I hope they bring back everybody.
Well, almost everybody.
Well, like Foggy and
Paige.
Yeah, Paige. Deborah Ann Woll.
Yeah.
I like them.
Oh yeah. I hope they bring out the other Daredevil cast, definitely. And Marvel has said that it's not a continuation; it is a complete, fresh season 1. So.
Oh, that's kind of a shame because that was one of the that was a really good show.
Well, it just happened in Multiverse 738.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. All right. What else we got? We got Willow.
Oh, Willow, man, that looks so good.
Yes.
It's so House of Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, and Willow.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, I'm looking forward to Willow
The most. I am too.
Yeah, it looks epic. It looks fun.
Oh, it was magical, dude. That's how I grew up. I grew up with Willow. I didn't grow up with Lord of the Rings. I didn't grow up with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
No. My mom is very censorship heavy. So
I grew up with Lord of the Rings because I had the Bakshi movies. They were out a little before your time,
Mm-hmm.
so they were hitting around my childhood.
Yeah.
So I grew up with Lord of the Rings.
That was when everybody was smoking the pot.
Well, yeah.
Smoking that reefer.
Reefer madness.
I've never seen the animated movies. Does it look like it was just fueled by marijuana?
Definitely some scenes. You were talking about the Dumbo circus
Oh
scene.
God, yeah.
Yeah, there's some of that in there from
Oh,
time
wow.
to time. But there's also some songs that I can't get out of my head. So
I'm gonna have to look them songs up.
where there's a whip, there's a way. Yeah, bring out the whips. All right.
Couple other newsy things. You got anything else to talk about D23?
Yeah, I'm done with D23.
Okay, so we got The Witcher season 3 has wrapped filming.
Yeah, and they've greenlit 4 and 5 already.
Can't wait.
No, I love it. I love it. This is why Henry Cavill will not be in any of those rumors that keep flying around because he's too busy with Witcher.
Yeah,
They're gonna shoot 4 and 5 back to back.
Yeah, he's got something really good with The Witcher. I don't think I've seen an episode of that I don't even like.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
It's great. And when are you gonna play Witcher 3? I'm gonna harp.
I will let you know when we get to the video game section. I will let you know.
Oh, because of the remaster.
God dang. Spoilers.
Spoilers. Damn it.
You need to learn how to foreshadow better.
Too much coffee, man. Too much coffee.
Yeah, you're shaking. You're shaking. There's smoke coming out of his seat. That's how, because he's just, he's fueled by coffee. He's got an IV drip of coffee. Erik Kripke, he's the writer for The Boys, tells toxic fans, and if you don't like cuss words, plug your ears. Tells toxic fans of The Boys to quit watching his show, eat a bag of dicks, and to fuck off into the sun.
Okay.
And I feel like that's how these trolls need to be.
I think he's being too lenient.
Yeah. Last bit of news I got is season 16 of Always Sunny in Philadelphia is starting to film this winter. And that is a statement by Danny DeVito.
Very cool.
Mr. Frankie Reynolds. You got any other things for TV?
Just the TV coming up this week.
All right, let's hear it.
So on the 19th, we have the Quantum Leap Season 1 on NBC.
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people talk about that on Reddit, and I don't know if it's just some form of marketing that they're doing for the show.
I don't know.
Because it seems like the random accounts just talking about that show and, like, plugging it.
Oh, probably.
Which is kind of genius from a marketing standpoint, because doesn't Quantum Leap put the dude in other
roles? Yeah. Who was it? Was it Bill Gates talking about the reason he didn't buy Twitter is because they researched how many bots are on there?
God,
I realized it was like
was it Bill
Gates?
Bots?
It was. There was somebody.
Yeah, I know. I just read about it last week, but I don't remember who it was. We'll say Bill Gates.
Yeah, why not? Bill Gates did it. Yeah. He probably did.
He probably did.
But
it was Snoop Dogg, wasn't it? I'm being serious.
I still got to get some Snoop loops.
Yeah,
gotta get his cereal. Yeah.
No, Snoop Dogg was gonna buy. He was gonna buy Twitter if Elon didn't, and now none of them are buying Twitter. Nobody wants.
Everybody realizes none of it's real.
Yeah, nobody wants that bot farm.
All right, but speaking of, so Quantum Leap's a reboot. Mm-hmm. Speaking of reboots, we've got the actual show reboots that's coming out on the 20th. Oh. So it's so meta. It's a show about doing reboot shows.
Oh my god!
And it's on Hulu, and it's got Keegan-Michael Key, amazing.
Yeah.
Judy Greer, amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
And Johnny Knoxville.
Oh.
Yeah. So kind of a fun. It's obviously a comedy.
Yeah. I've never heard of this. I'm gonna have to watch it.
So Reboot is going to be on Hulu on the 20th. Mm-hmm. And the 21st we've got Andor starting. So Star Wars is starting up.
Is that the animated?
No, it's the live action Andor.
What did I see? I saw a trailer for something. Was that a Ahsoka?
There is some live action stuff coming that was announced on D23. I think we.
No, I'm talking about animated stuff. It looked animated. I don't.
Bad Batch season 2 is coming up at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, that might be it. I don't remember.
But Andor, that looks really good. Trailer just looks amazing for that. Mm-hmm. So that's the TV coming up.
All right, let's move it on to anime.
All right, anime. I've only watched one thing. I'm kind of in that lull. New season doesn't start up for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But there is one show that has started its dubs that it's not finished, but I had to start watching it again because I'd seen the original. You know how I'm a harem anime fan.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah. Girlfriend. Mm. Oh my gosh. sometimes I'm love-hate with anime because of the main character. If he's wishy-washy, I tend to just like stay away from it.
Mm-hmm.
But this dude he's so sincere and such a pervert. It's it's so the premise of the show, girlfriend, is the fact that he has a girlfriend. Another girl professes her love for him, and he convinces his girlfriend to let him have another girlfriend. And so they're all like living together, and it's but he is the reason that the show works is because he is such a completely honest and good person. I mean, he will do anything to make the relationship work for both of them. Okay. And that's where all the antics come in.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I really have liked this one is because of his kind of ultra honesty and his kind of like ultra
instinct.
Yeah, but so girlfriend. If you like your harem anime, it's halfway dubbed now. So
okay, worth a watch. Would you recommend it?
If you like harem anime, it's a harem anime comedy. So if you like your harem anime, definitely.
Like, is it a foolproof plan on how to get a second girlfriend? Because like,
Lord no.
No. Oh, okay.
Lord, no.
All right. So no taking notes.
So the guy goes so far out of the norm that he's kind of an idiot in a good way. But anyway, that's all the anime I've got.
All right. Yeah, I don't have any news or anything. So let's run on into video game territory.
Video games.
Good stuff.
All right, what are you playing?
So I guess I'm still playing it. I started off the week playing Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's in early access, open to most everything. It's Animal Crossing, but Disney-fied. It's got a few little tweaks that it needs to work out, but it's good.
Yeah, and we're getting a Toy Story
expansion.
Our expansion.
You can tell it's set up to continually have new
content.
Yeah. It's definitely set up for that.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but people have been telling me that I'd hate Scrooge McDuck more than I hate Tom Nook.
I don't know. I like Scrooge. I think Scrooge is awesome.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't played any of it. My kids are begging me to get Animal Crossing and play it with them. And
it was that damn Minnie Mouse that really upset me, though.
Oh, what?
Minnie Mouse, the sweet little thing that she is, had me collecting 100 pieces of hardwood. Good God, that was hard to do.
So would you recommend the game to people?
Well, it depends on the person, I guess.
Yeah.
If you like a very kind of casual experience, probably. But it can get very grindy at times with the current quest. Well, and the reason I say it's not finished is because there are some resources that they need to iron out how difficult they are to get.
Like the hardwood?
Yeah, like the hardwood. Yeah. And you can literally do things in the game right now that completely screws the game up.
Oh.
Because it allows you to rearrange your valley and things and delete things. And if you delete certain things or move them certain places, it doesn't work right.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can actually screw up your game and make it to where you can't finish quests if you do certain things.
Oh, that's poopy.
So there's definitely some ironing out to be done.
Yeah.
But the other game I played is Steel Rising.
Yeah, how was that? I'm interested.
Well, before I talk about the game, I got to talk about this one little incident I had. So, I get a game, I play it, I post it on eBay.
Right.
So I have Steel Rising.
Okay.
And every time I type in Steel Rising on eBay, it sends me to a page of baking stuff because it translated as steel icing. Okay. And I get baking like tips.
That's the stuff that they did on Mad Max. Shining a chrome. Witness me.
Witness me. So I don't know if this actually I don't know if I'll be able to sell it because you can't find it or whatever on eBay, but
it just autocorrects it to steel icing.
It autocorrects.
And you can't there's like nothing like a Google has the
I figured out if you put it in quotes, if you put it in quotations, it will pull it up. But
there's your pro tip.
Yep, quotations. Use quotation marks.
Yeah.
Um,
Playing anything? Oh yeah.
the game itself, though,
Yeah.
it is a Souls-like experience
Mm-hmm.
with the caveat that they've put in a difficulty slider. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for me, being able to choose the difficulty that I play the game at is magical. It makes so much difference.
So now, naturally, they need to do a Souls-like game that's multiplayer that has a difficulty slider.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. The interesting thing is on Metacritic, Steel Rising has a like 94 user score.
Ooh.
So like super high user score, where the critic score is more in the 70s. And it's exactly the opposite for Elden Ring, where the critic score was really high and the user score was in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like exactly flipped.
Wow.
So the user score is much higher for Steel Rising on Metacritic, where the critic score is kind of mid-range, and then flipped for Elden Ring.
Yeah. How about how the graphics look? How's the environments? How does it compare?
The models are very comparable to Elden Ring.
Mm-hmm.
The monsters, the character, very comparable. The environments, the color palette makes it a little bit muddy, which is probably like the only downside really to the game is the environments do look a little bit muddy sometimes.
Okay.
But it is one of the few games this year that I've played that has told a story perfectly.
Oh.
Because I'm constantly I'm like Goldilocks. Either I am Goldilocks. The story is either no English dub, it's too long. I'm a very critical person when it comes to stories. Nothing's ever just right. This is just right.
Really?
The story, it's 3 or 4 minute little snippets as the story goes on. You get to these places where you kind of have flashbacks that tell part of the story about what was before. Damn. And it's just, they have put the story together in a really good experience.
Damn.
To allow you to have a really good experience. And that is probably its strongest part, is the story.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
And how they tell the story.
Yeah.
The story's not only good, it's a reimagining, steampunk imagining of the French Revolution. So it's fictional history. But the way they roll out the story is excellent.
Damn, I might have to check that out. The only thing I've been playing is a mobile phone game called Eat Venture.
Eat Venture.
Yeah, you travel the world building up like hot dog stands and then super fancy restaurants.
Nick with his hot dogs.
Yeah.
Nick's dogs, you heard it here.
I'm about to go home and have a hot dog. That actually sounds kind of good. And I don't say that very often. But yeah, it's a fun little mobile game, time waster.
Cool.
It seems fairly new according to the Reddit, the subreddit for it. So hopefully it takes off and it becomes a little bit better. But get into it now if you're looking for a new mobile game, or try it.
Yeah, that kind of brings me to another topic I was wanting to talk about with video games. Mm-hmm. So I've been going through and looking at all of the different video games coming out and so forth. And we get some fun stuff out of that, like Kaichu and Romancylvania and stuff.
Which I'm probably going to get.
and so it's fun looking through all that stuff. But I didn't realize over the last 5 years how much the video game industry has shifted to where the majority of the content that's coming out is no longer physical.
Yeah.
The majority of the content, heavily, like 90% of the content is digital only.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, are we, like, for just game releases in general? DLC?
Yeah, I assumed it was only happening on mobile.
Yeah.
But it's hit consoles, too, where 90% of the new games are digital only.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I really am having trouble with it.
Like, I understand that it's probably way more environmentally conscious to do it digitally, but capitalism, we can't pass our digital game library on. They can take it away from us anytime they feel like it.
Well, here's a little history of how this all happened and where I think the problem is. So back in the 90s, you got demos for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
As far as particularly PC.
Yeah.
If there was a PC game, there was a demo for it. Mm-hmm. And so everything had a demo. And then, we progress along to where things were starting to be copied, and there was a lot of concern about how to how to get copy protection.
Right.
So a lot of the companies would no longer accept games back. So you couldn't try a game. And even right now, it's still very hard to try a game, and because there's no demos anymore.
Yeah.
It's hard to try a game and then get refunded for it. So that leaves a big dilemma when you're talking about a $70 game to fork down the money for it.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. And so I think all this stuff has led up to a very anti-consumer friendly place where you can try games.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the saving grace is going to be subscriptions.
Like streaming services?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, subscription services where you're like the Netflix of video games, where you're paying for, a lot of content that you can try and stuff. Game Pass is obviously ahead of the rest of the pack with this.
Oh, excuse me.
And they're doing really good with their day one releases and getting a lot of day one content. I think they've had 3 day one games this week.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Yeah, and a lot of stuff that I would love to try, but I would never buy because you don't know if it's going to be good. So I think that's the future. We'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, I mean that seems like the right direction to go. It would take care of like backwards compatibility and shit too. But the hardware, people wouldn't be able to sell. Like they won't be selling hardware because I don't feel like you would need to upgrade as much with a streaming service. But
well, I mean, like Game Pass is getting put into TVs. Like Samsung, all their new TVs have Game Pass right on it for streaming.
Our internet just isn't there yet.
I agree.
Yeah, and I don't think it ever will. I don't think it will be in my lifetime.
The United States is having its issues with that. We are definitely behind a lot of countries in a lot of ways, and internet is one of those. I mean, if you look at the countries with their average speed of internet in places, and then you look at the United States, we should be doing a lot better.
Yeah, I think a country just set a record. Was it South Korea that just set a record for like 100 gigabytes or something?
Probably. Yeah. The United States is far down on the list of internet speeds.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Let's see. What you played anything else?
Those were the only things I played.
All right, let's go into news. So we got
so much news.
Yeah.
What do you want to hit first?
The one that I liked the most was Tekken 8.
Oh, from the state of play.
Yeah,
let's talk about the state of play.
So it starts off with a fight scene between Jin Kazama and not Heihachi. That's the grandpa. Our grandpa.
Did you catch whether that was in-game footage or trailer, like made footage?
Oh God, I didn't write it down on the notes, but and I'll probably be confused because they put that like I even saw a trailer that said something about
mixed.
Yeah. Cinematic captured on PC, but most gameplay footage captured on a PS5. So I don't know.
Do you think it will have an English track? Because in the state of play, it didn't.
God. I don't know. But for like fighting games and stuff, it doesn't really matter to me. I feel like all the other, or most of the other games had an English track, didn't it? They did.
Very few on the state of play had an English track.
But like Tekken, no, I'm talking about other Tekken games.
Oh, other Tekken games, yeah.
Yeah.
I think other than they had an English voiceover for most of the dialogue, but usually not the like Hadouken.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Street Fighter, by the way.
I know. I was just I don't know what grunts Tekken uses.
I kind of don't either. I think it's just screaming. We'll go with screaming. Okay. Guttural moans and grunts.
Okay.
We also got to look at God of War Ragnarok,
which I still think would be the game of the year.
Yeah, that looks incredible. It's also got a controller coming out with it. We got an next gen version of The Witcher 3 is still on track to be released this year.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You brought it up earlier. You brought it up.
I did. Really?
Oh my God. Oh my god! You just saw the. It was the face. It was the face he made that did it for me. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about buying it because I bought the Game of the Year edition for the PS4 for $10. So I'll probably just to get the next gen version.
Yeah, it is a very pretty game, and getting the graphics even a little upscaled. I totally am there for it because, I mean, without high res nipples, really, what are you doing with your life?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is yeah.
Still can't believe you haven't played Witcher 3 yet. Oh man.
No,
You are in for a treat.
I hope so.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no hope. You will love it.
All right.
It'll be 60, 70, 80 hours of your life, but you'll love it.
No, yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of. Yeah. Let's see. We got Eve.
Yeah, Project Eve looks really sweet. Looks slick.
That is probably the most graphically beautiful game that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Let's see. PlayStation Stars.
The Stars program. Oh, okay. Sony. Let me just clue you in. Game Pass, you can get real stuff. You can get gift certificates for Amazon. You can get free months of the Game Pass service. You can get points and get real things. Only offering digital stickers? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not there.
Yeah, they promised it wasn't going to be NFTs. Looks an awfully lot like NFTs to me.
NFTs you can't trade.
Yeah.
So they're even more worthless.
Well, have they said that we can't sell or trade yet?
They haven't mentioned selling or trading.
So I'm like that. I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Once we get that, it is an NFT.
Yeah. But both of them are ridiculously lame.
Yeah. What would you do with digital stickers? I just don't. I don't get it. Do you just if you're getting attacked by something in the Witcher next gen edition, do you just slap it with a fucking Astro Boy sticker? What do you do? Do you wield a sign in the air and then put like a Rocket League soccer ball smashes a giant? Like,
okay, now if it did that, that might be cool. But
I'm there for it.
It's not going to do that.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that.
Digital stickers. I've never heard of anything more ridiculous in my life.
Yeah. I mean, you could offer. If that's something that you offer just as a, hey, I'm feeling slightly like this would be fun, not as a answer to Game Pass or Microsoft Rewards.
Yeah.
This is not an answer to Microsoft Rewards.
Yeah, I mean, this is
a joke.
That's not part of the trophy system. I don't see any like bragging happening about, hey, check out this sweet sticker I got, bro.
And if you did, who cares?
Yeah. And
there's already the trophies.
Yeah, and it's not a generational thing either. I told my kids about it. All three of them think it's stupid. Yeah. Told my dog, and he immediately went to the front door. No, he went to the front door and just said, "Hey, I gotta go take a shit."
Thanks for getting it going, dude.
Yep. Told my cat, and he immediately started like.
I was worried PlayStation Stars is going to be lame, and apparently I was proven right.
Yeah, this is God. Yeah, freaking
very,
lame.
Very sad.
Supposedly it's supposed to be a rewards program. I'm not in fucking kindergarten anymore. I don't need stickers on my homework. Yeah. I'm sorry. I can go on. I can go on.
So obviously we are not pleased with the PlayStation Stars program. If they wanted something, they need to offer us real things.
Yeah.
Offer us the ability to earn points for a free game or something. I mean, something.
Yeah, give something back. Like Microsoft is so far ahead in that game. Even Nintendo gives you points for stuff. Like, and I get 50 free points for my birthday, I think. And I get an email every year from Nintendo for my birthday saying happy birthday. Here's some store credit or something. So, Jesus, PlayStation.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So sad. So sad. Speaking of the state of play, I did actually finally see a VR game that got me excited. Demeo, Demeo. Demeo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Potato.
You know, I butcher the English really good.
But it's basically a card miniatures game.
Uh-huh.
And
it looked cool.
To me, I thought that was really neat.
Yeah. Just slapping cards down.
Yeah, for those heavily snowed in days when Nick can't come over and play HeroClix. There we go.
Yeah,
we can still play our miniatures virtually.
That'd be pretty badass. God, there's a lot of miniature games coming out now too,
yeah.
but I still feel like the top of the line is going to be the one where I don't even remember.
Moonbreaker?
Yeah, Moonbreaker.
Yeah.
That
looks really cool.
Should we hop into Nintendo's?
Yeah, let's. So I thought Nintendo had the superior. Nintendo Direct was superior to State of Play. They started off with Fire Emblem, new game coming out for Fire Emblem series, which I love that series.
Yeah.
Love and hate that series because there are some things that I don't like about it, but yeah. So it's coming out in January. Definitely excited about that.
Yeah. God, I didn't get to watch.
Oh, okay. So
I'm gonna need to rely on you.
One thing they announced that makes me really excited, and normally I hate when they do this, and Nintendo does this way too often, is they remaster old games instead of making new games. But this one includes a game that never made it over to the States. So they're gonna remake the Front Mission games.
Oh yeah.
Which is like Final Fantasy Tactics meets mechs.
That'd be nice.
It was a cool series, and I played 2 of them. I didn't play the one that didn't come over. So they're gonna redo 1, 2, and 3. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
They announced Octopath Traveler 2 is going to be hitting February 24th, which I don't care for retro style RPGs, but I enjoyed the first one.
Okay.
So I do like my RPGs, and if you like your retro style stuff, excellent. You got Octopath Traveler 2 in February. Same day, another JRPG is hitting. The Atelier Ryza 3 is hitting. It's the 24th game in the series.
Damn.
And I've played all of them. I do not like their current trend of taking away the English dialogue, though.
Yeah. Like, I can kind of see from a standpoint, like, maybe that's the actual language that the characters speak or something, and then you're kind of just an outsider looking in with subtitles. I don't know. It doesn't bother me as much as you, but an English track would be nice.
Yeah. I prefer having an English voiceover instead of constantly reading. If it's a short story, like if the story dialogue doesn't go on for if it's a few lines and whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about 15-20 minutes of dialogue and reading constantly, then no.
Yeah, nothing makes me skip dialogue more fast.
So hate the fact that the third one is coming out February 24th. It's going to be a hard pick for me between Octopath Traveler and Atelier Ryza. I'll probably get both. Let's be honest, I'll get both.
Yeah.
Really liked. So speaking of cloud services, Resident Evil Village is coming to Nintendo, but the Switch can't handle it, so it's cloud only.
What?
Exactly. I know. Exactly.
So how are they running? Because
cloud only. You can only stream it.
So Nintendo's got a streaming service now too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I was not sure how to handle that.
I mean, it could be pretty cool. I mean, that opens up a lot of doors for the Switch.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does.
Yep, so Resident Evil Village is hitting the Switch. I don't have a date for that, but it's going to be cloud only. I know that. And then the big news was the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Yes. Legend
of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom hitting. And so that's the big Nintendo news.
Yeah. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. Nintendo apparently announced the remake of GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64.
They did announce that too.
And that Microsoft, like, right away announced that they had like a slightly better version of it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Really?
Just to say, back on down,
Man.
Nintendo. Get down there where you belong. Apparently. So yeah, that's all I got for video games.
That's great. We had Ubisoft gave their presentation, but it's all Assassin's Creed stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, you can expect more Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ubisoft gave their big thing. Free games.
Oh,
Epic Games is hitting 2 really good free games this week for the PC. Spirit of the North, where you play as a fox exploring Iceland. Graphics look really good.
I think I've seen.
It's an adventure puzzler,
Yeah.
and that's free.
Okay.
So you can download it for free this week. And one that looks good called The Captain, 2D side-scroller adventure puzzle game. But both of those are free in the Epic Store on PC this week.
The Captain.
The Captain. Be the Captain.
Nice. All right. Moving on to other.
We've got some games coming out this week.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I'm
You're
rushing.
wanting to go on.
Yeah.
I'll make it quick. I cut out.
No. Take your time. Take your time.
Like I said, 90% of the games coming out, I'm skipping, but I'm going to hit. You'll probably see it in the notes. The third to the Voice of Cards, which is a game series I really want to play. It's a SquareSoft card flipper RPG strategy game, and it's the third one, but it's digital only. So I'm back to that. Do I buy digital? I can't get the physical version of this. But if you're into that, Voice of Cards, the third one is coming out. Hitting day one on Xbox, You Suck at Parking is coming out, I think, today. Which looks like a great game to get drunk with all your friends and try to play.
Yeah.
Because it's a very sloppy physics car racer.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah. So it hijinks, it could be, it's definitely not a game to take seriously,
Yeah.
but definitely a party game.
Oh yeah, I love party games.
Doom Clone, Metal Hellsinger, day one Game Pass release is hitting in a day.
Okay.
So on the 15th. And the game that I'm buying this week, Solstice, which is coming out on the 20th. And it is a Devil May Cry type game, Bayonetta. You don't like those things. But I'll let you guys know how it is after I get it in and play it.
Yeah. All those sound pretty good. Have you ever played the game Crawl? It's a party game. It's like it looks like super dated graphics. But basically, you can play up to 4 people. You're in a dungeon. One of you guys turns into a ghost, and then you have to everybody has to fight off the guy. You can summon monsters and throw them in on the.
No, I've not played this.
So fun. Like that is probably one of the funnest gaming experiences I've had with friends. Well,
I won't be playing it. I don't have any friends.
Should we move on to other?
Yeah. Other
Geekly things.
All right, so I gotta plug the new Bishop statue I got.
Yeah.
That thing is beautiful. It's like 916 out of 3,000 made.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Artifacts, I think, is what it is. Heavy, super heavy statue. Beautiful looking. I got some photography I kind of did of it because I'm that kind of person. So I'll throw that up on the Facebook page. We got Elton John's last concert ever to be streaming on Disney Plus in November.
Really?
Yes.
He seems still pretty active. I guess he's not doing concerts anymore, just collaborations with artists.
Yeah.
Because he just did a song with Britney Spears.
Oh yeah. She's in the doghouse right now from comments, nasty online comments too. We also have. Oh my God, I gotta talk about this. So I'm a geek about electronics, big time. Love my electronics. If I won the lottery, I would lose it all because of electronics.
High-end systems all over the place.
Yeah, so that leads me to the Samsung Odyssey Arc that just came out.
Okay.
I'm still thinking about ordering one.
Oh.
It's 55-inch gaming theater is what they're calling it. So it's made to be sat pretty much right in front of. Very fast refresh rate. Quantum LEDs. The colors aren't overly saturated like most Samsung TVs. No motion blur whatsoever. 4 HDMI ports. 4 speakers on each corner. 2 subwoofers in the middle of the damn thing. You can flip it sideways, so you can have it in portrait mode. You can have it in landscape mode. You can split. So while it's in portrait mode, you can have 3 screens stacked on top of each other. Which supposedly you can, tell your phone to stream something to one of the screens. You can have a PlayStation hooked up to one, PC hooked up to another. Apparently, I guess.
This is the system that like villain overlords buy for
That's
their
why
caves.
I want it. That's why I
Or
want it.
Batman.
So if you flip it back to landscape mode, you can have 4 screens on there, 4 27-inch screens. I'm trying to think if I'm leaving anything else out. Oh, RGB on the back, so you can set it to whatever colors you want, or you can have it match the colors that are on the screen.
Oh.
So it's a beautiful piece of tech, which I mean, it might be worth being in the doghouse for. Play The Witcher next gen all night. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah. So, tune in next week. If I'm not on the podcast, that means I bought it.
Yeah.
And I'm probably dead. So just look it up. It is beautiful, and if this is where gaming equipment is going, it's gonna be amazing. Oh, Dolby Atmos enabled too. So
that sounds like it's got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, looking really, really nice. That is all I have for other. You got anything?
I got a couple of releases. New Magic set is out. I've played some of Magic Arena. It's decent. I really hope they do more like D&D crossover specific stuff, because the one thing that Magic is missing, that when Disney comes out with their new card game might be able to truly capitalize on is the fact that it's the reason that I like Dreamlight Valley, but I didn't like Animal Crossing. When you can connect with your game because you have those outside connections like to the other parts of the franchise, then it means a lot more.
Yeah.
And Magic doesn't have that. It's never had that, but it's been the biggest game. So if the new Disney card game is going to beat Magic, that's why. But Magic has another set out, and it's decent. It's just more of the traditional Magic stuff, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And new Dungeons and Dragons book, Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. And it's a collection of short adventures, I believe 13 short adventures that you can mesh into a campaign or use separately. And that looks to be a fun adventure book. I'll probably get it and give a review of it at some point.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, so always some good D&D stuff going on. And that's all I have.
Well, let's hop into rumors.
The rumor mill.
All right. So with rumors, we always do a little bit of game, and it's important these days where you always check your sources and are critical of the information you're getting. So we're going to give the rumor a score based on how true we think it is, and then we'll give it a score about how much we want it to be true.
Yeah. All right. So let's see. The only one that I got this week, I already kind of shared it with you, was Henry Cavill being casted as Victor Von Doom now.
Yeah, that happened right after the Marvel presentation where it started hitting. And he's been predicted to be Hyperion.
Yeah.
He's been predicted to be Power Man. Yeah. So do I think this is true? No, he's got too much on his plate.
Yeah, he's the it's too big of a role. And he's got a really good thing going with The Witcher. So
yeah, whoever is going to be Doom, well, and if he's Doom, he can't show off his abs.
Exactly.
So why would you hire Henry Cavill to not show off his abs?
Yeah, that's just some sweet skin just going to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, they did hire Ryan Reynolds to be Deadpool, so
that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true. I mean, you get to see a lot of them before he gets all, topographical map of Utah on us.
Yeah. So, do I want it to be true? No.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be true.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Doom needs to be a key part in all the stuff coming up. He's going to be a huge part of Secret Wars, no matter whether they go with the new one or the old one. He's the central figure in both the new and the old Secret Wars storyline, and he needs to make his presence everywhere.
Yeah,
and to be need to also continue past Secret Wars. Whatever survives out of Secret Wars, he needs to be part of the MCU after that. And I mean, Henry Cavill, he's the king of geeks, but his book is full.
Yeah. I wonder if he would want to play. Oh.
He's the king of geeks. He would love to play something.
Yeah. But I don't want him to play Victor Von Doom anyway, so I'm gonna give both of the scores really low.
Yeah.
One.
Let's just not. Let's have something else.
Yeah.
Who would you cast him as? So we're gonna wrap up. We'll wrap up the episode as we talk about this. Gamers and Geeks. This has been OGGR.
Yeah.
11th episode.
Yeah. Old Guys Geekly Review. 11 episodes.
11 good episodes.
Yeah, you guys take care of yourselves. Be excellent to each other.
Be excellent to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know who I'd cast him as. Wonder Man would probably.
This is OGGR.